The Vraxian war fleet stretched across the void like a curtain of death. 3,000 ships, the largest armada ever assembled in galactic history, and every single weapon pointed at one tiny blue world. Commander Zralk watched Earth through his viewport and felt nothing but contempt.
This is what required our entire fleet?
One primitive planet? His tactical officer hesitated. Sir, intelligence reports suggest the humans are more advanced than we thought. Zralk laughed. The sound echoed through the bridge. Advanced? Their ships look like cargo haulers. Look at them. 50 human vessels drifted in formation between the Vraxian fleet and Earth. They were blocky, ugly. No sleek curves like proper warships. No elegant design. They looked like flying boxes with engines strapped to the back. Those are warships? Fleet Admiral Thexus transmitted from the flagship. They appear to be transport vessels. Are the humans surrendering already? Across the Vraxian fleet, laughter rippled through 1,000 bridges. Officers shared jokes. Soldiers placed bets on how quickly this would end. Some estimated 30 seconds. Others said 20. The human ships did not move. They simply waited. This is Admiral Thexus of the Vraxian Dominion, the transmission boomed. You are outmatched 60-1. Power down your weapons and prepare to be boarded. Resist, and we will turn your world to glass. Silence. Then a single transmission came back. A human voice. Calm. Almost bored. Negative. You have 10 seconds to withdraw from this system. The Vraxian bridges erupted in laughter again. 10 seconds? These primitives were insane. 5 seconds, the human voice continued. Thexus stopped laughing. Destroy them. All ships, open fire. 3,000 Vraxian warships lit up the void. Plasma bolts and particle beams lanced through space, enough firepower to crack a moon. All of it focused on 50 human ships. The human vessels vanished. Not destroyed. Vanished. What just happened? Zralk stared at his screens. Where did they go? Sir, they are behind us. Impossible. Nothing moved that fast. Zralk spun toward the tactical display, and his blood went cold. The 50 human ships now occupied positions throughout the Vraxian fleet. Not in front. Inside. They had somehow jumped directly into the heart of the Armada. All ships, engage targets at close range, Thexus screamed. The human ships opened fire, but they did not fire weapons. Instead, each vessel released thousands of small objects. Tiny things, each one barely larger than a fist. They spread through the Vraxian formation like a swarm of insects. Mines? An officer suggested. They were not mines. The objects latched onto Vraxian hulls. Thousands of them. Tens of thousands. They attached to engines, weapons, shield generators, anywhere they could find purchase. Then they started drilling. Sir, unknown devices are breaching our hull. Reports flooded in from across the fleet. They are cutting through armor. Zralk watched in horror as his own ship shuddered. Alerts screamed from every station. Hull breaches, dozens of them. The small devices were burrowing into his ship like parasites. Seal the breaches, he ordered. Deploy damage control teams. The drilling stopped. For 5 heartbeats, nothing happened. The Vraxian fleet hung in space, 3,000 ships paralyzed by confusion. Then the devices detonated. Not with fire or explosions, with something worse. Electromagnetic pulses rippled through every Vraxian vessel. Systems died, lights failed, shields collapsed, Weapons went offline. Engines sputtered and stopped. In 30 seconds, the largest fleet in galactic history became 3,000 floating wrecks. Emergency lighting flickered on across Vraxian bridges. Officers scrambled to restore power. Nothing worked. The pulses had fried every major system. "Backup power," Zralk croaked. "Switch to backup power." His crew worked frantically. Slowly, some systems came back online. Enough to see. Enough to receive transmissions. Enough to watch what happened next. The human ships moved through the disabled fleet like sharks through a school of fish. They did not fire. They did not need to. They simply broadcast a message to every Vraxian vessel. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of the Earth Defense Force. Your fleet is disabled. Your weapons are offline. Your ships are drifting. You cannot fight. You cannot run. You can only listen." Zralk found his voice. "This is a trick. We still have superior numbers. Once our systems restore, we will crush you." Chen's reply came back instantly. "Your systems will not restore. The devices attached to your hulls released a programmable virus before they detonated. Every computer core in your fleet is corrupted. It will take you 6 months to purge and rebuild from scratch, assuming you survive that long." "Survive," Thexus transmitted. "You cannot destroy 3,000 ships with 50 vessels. Even disabled, our hulls are strong. Our crews are trained warriors." "You are correct," Chen said. "We cannot destroy 3,000 ships, so we will not try." Zralk did not understand. What did that mean? "Look at your sensors," Chen continued. "Whatever still functions. Look behind us." Officers across the Vraxian fleet checked their displays. Those with working sensors went pale. Those without scrambled to viewports and stared into space. Behind the human formation, something was emerging from Earth's shadow. Ships, hundreds of them, thousands of them. They rose from the planet like a tide of metal and fire. These were not the blocky transport vessels. These were warships, real warships. Sleek predators bristling with weapons. The Vraxian fleet had been baited by decoys. "We sent our oldest ships to meet you," Chen explained. "Retrofitted cargo haulers. We thought they looked appropriately unthreatening. It seems we were correct. You never considered that humans might use strategy, that we might deceive you, that we might think." Zralk felt his world crumbling. "How many ships do you have?" "Enough." The human warships spread through the disabled Vraxian fleet. They took up positions around every vessel, weapons locked, targeting systems active. 1 human ship for every 10 Vraxian vessels. "You came here to conquer us," Chen said, "to enslave our world, to take everything we built. You laughed at our ships. You thought we were weak." Silence. 3,000 Vraxian crews waited for death. "But we are not going to destroy you." Zralk blinked. "What?" "You heard correctly. We are not going to kill you. We are not going to blow your ships apart. We are not going to send you into the void." "Then what will you do?" Thexus asked. Chen's voice changed, became harder, colder. "We are going to let you drift back to your empire in your disabled ships. It will take you months, maybe years. You will have no weapons, no shields, no way to defend yourselves if anyone attacks. You will survive on emergency rations. You will repair what you can with spare parts and hope. And every single day, you will think about this moment." Understanding dawned across the Vraxian fleet. This was not mercy. This was a message. "When you finally reach home," Chen continued, You will tell your leaders what happened here. You will tell them that humans do not fight like other species. You will tell them that we do not waste lives when we can waste time instead. You will tell them that Earth is defended not by superior numbers, but by superior minds. And you will tell them that if they ever threaten us again, we will not be so kind. Zralk stared at the human ships surrounding his vessel. 50 decoys had disabled 3,000 warships without firing a shot, and now thousands more waited in formation, weapons ready but silent. "You could destroy us," he whispered. "Why are you letting us live?" Chen's response came after a long pause. "Because dead enemies cannot spread fear. But 3,000 defeated warriors returning home in shame? That is a story that will echo across your empire for generations. You came here to conquer. Instead, you will become a warning." The human warships began to withdraw. Slowly, methodically. They pulled back toward Earth, leaving the disabled Vraxian fleet drifting in the void. The last transmission from Captain Chen was brief. "Safe travels, Commander. Do not come back." Zralk watched the human fleet disappear toward their blue world. Around him, his crew sat in stunned silence. 3,000 ships, the pride of the Vraxian Dominion, defeated without a single shot fired in anger. The voyage home would take 8 months. 8 months of drifting through space in a crippled ship. 8 months to think about how badly they had underestimated humanity. 8 months to realize that the galaxy had changed. From now on, when species spoke of humans, they would not speak of primitive cargo ships or ugly box-like vessels. They would speak of the day 3,000 warships came to conquer Earth, and how 50 humans with a plan sent them home broken, humiliated, and alive to tell the tale.